What's up guys, Corvus here and welcome to episode 55 of my Paradox Grand Campaign in Crusader Kings 2. On the previous episode, we started a war with the Sadids for this province down here in Marrakesh. It's going to go under the Duke here, Duke Fresco the Black. If we win the war, we're at 99%, but if we win this battle here, which my men are walking past for whatever reason, we will probably win the war. We also did a holy war for Ghana down here, and we also got the start of the immortal event chain, and we've got the Norse one. I know there's like a one with like a Tengri girl or something as well, like a 5-year-old girl or something. But we have got this event. It popped up at the end of the last episode, so if you haven't seen that, go check it out. That's when the event chain started. So let's read this event. The sweat of your brow. You cannot do this without your fierce followers. However, they seem doubtful, so you attempt to raise their spirits with an inspirational speech. Your strong voice echoes in the mountain pass, and yet again you can see the fire in your companions' eyes. They throw themselves into the task without hesitation, and together you toil for many hours. Sweat and blood is your price, but when dusk arrives, the path is cleared. Triumphantly, Adun grabs your hand and raises it above your heads. Your followers are exhausted, but this fact does not dampen their excited cheers. Tomorrow your journey continues, while there's still some way to go. Adun assures you that the path ahead will not cause you too much trouble. You're the toughest adventurers this land has ever seen. We gain the trait Brawny, which is actually really good, because now we have both Shrewd and Brawny, which are both the equivalents of Strong and Quick. So that's pretty good. We have someone needing an education focus, such as an idolizer. Let's do learning focus. We are going to march you down here, since you apparently don't need to do anything if we're going to win this battle. And yeah, let's get the game underway. So my son here has become a Grey Eminence. Let's marry him off. We have a Duchess of my dynasty here, so she'll lose. When she eventually marries, she'll marry outside of the dynasty, which means that we'll lose the Brabant part of our dynasty, so we're going to marry her to my son. And we're going to get rid of that. Marriage request. Go away at marriage requests. We're at 100% now. Let's offer peace. We will stand down the non-retinue. Group up the retinue. Send it there. Pick a new ambition as well. See the realm prosper. That may happen. Depends on how long the immortality event chain lasts. Alright, so let's let time progress. Our next target's going to be over there in Ireland. Okay, wait a second guys. That was the door. I'm going to go check it. I do have a package due to come today, so I'm going to go check. I'll be a second. Okay guys, yeah, that was just my package arriving, so let's get back underway with the game. Yeah, so our next target is going to be up here in Ireland. We have our claim specialist, our chancellor, over there, dealing with that. Barcelona is prospering. Good. And our next target after that may actually be down here, Sri Lanka. We'll get a claim on Sri Lanka. Could become gregarious, that would be nice. She did, well done. We'll be down here in Sri Lanka, and then holy war our way up entirely, all the way through. No, you're not taking my spy master. All the way through India, and that would make us very strong. So we'll get 280 gold, which is very nice. Khazaria, it looks like Middle Francia has become subjugated by Khazaria, a tributary. So here's another event, the Tree of Life. After many months in the harsh wilderness, you have finally reached the glade. Here the breeze is warm and the sky clear, and the ground is covered in a sea of brightly coloured flowers. In the midst of the clearing stands a great old tree, its branches reaching far higher than the surrounding canopy. Adun points to the top of the tree, where you can see a single apple, shining red like a ruby in the afternoon sun. You are about to enter the clearing when you hear a call from behind. It is one of your companions, a reserved fellow with whom you have only exchanged a few words. He questions why you should be the one to eat the apple when everyone has contributed equally on the journey. You can tell by the look on their faces that some of the allies feel the same way. So what are our options here? We have a heavy purse of coins could do the trick. So we can take the safer bet and bribe the man, losing 1673.88 gold. That's a lot. We only have 200. Trust in our diplomatic abilities and attempt to persuade my companions, or we can abandon the quest. That seems a bit crazy that we're here. Let's try and trust in our diplomatic abilities. Let's hope that works. Enemy to friend. You courteously let the man finish, making a note of all his arguments. You then proceed to crush him. Or crush the... No, don't crush our friend. Oh, we're not evil. We're not going to kill our friend. You then proceed to crush them, one by one, with the most eloquent speech of your life. You plead to their logic as well as to their hearts. Are you not the same man who they pledged their loyalties to? Are you not their rightful and honourable liege? If you have their support, your gratefulness will be eternal. You will secure the future of their dynasties and their names will live on forever. I don't actually know who's on this journey with me. Which, that's kind of saying that my character's not very truthful. Because I don't even know their names. By the end of your appeal, there is a moment of absolute stillness and silence. Then the instigator kneels before you, tears in his eyes, and offers to bring you the apple himself. You have succeeded. Good. It is dusk when the man returns from the tree with the apple in hand. Congratulations, master. Why am I master now? I'm his liege, but he doesn't have to call us master. Edun murmurs with a smile. Ah, she said it. Okay. Congratulations, master. Edun murmurs with a smile as you bite into the fruit. Eternal life is finally yours. I've conquered death, the greatest adversary of all. You have successfully completed Edun's quest and have gained immortality. Edun's opinion of Emperor Vacho changes by 35, and I gain phenomenal student. Excellent. So did I just gain the immortal trait? I did. So I'm going to be a 48-year-old portrait-wise forever. Sorry, son, you may not inherit. And since I'm not leading troops, I may be good. It's one of the reasons I've actually never became immortal in this game yet. Which is crazy. I've never got immortal in the probably 40 hours, 50 hours maybe I've put in since Reaper's Due came out. That Adventures popped up once, I think, previously for me. And I failed it. On like the second step. I was crushed by the rock. Or the equivalent. I think I chose the intrigue focus last time I did it. And I'm not sure what it was. It was like potion or something like that killed me. Anyway, so we are now immortal, so we don't really have to worry about the succession. We'll still keep producing kids. One of our daughters died of cancer age 19. That's unfortunate. Let's just check all of our sons are married off. And my daughter's not here, 29. We can marry her off to the Khan of Finland maybe. Or to just some random people of our dynasty. You hold titles to various places but you're very old. This is something I feel I'd like to see if you had balanced gender equality. If you could marry people off and maybe either the dynasties would combine, so it would be like Gorsian Carling, so she would become Adrian Gorsian Carling, and he would also become Guy Gorsian Carling, and maybe like sub-dynasties and they'll still show up on your family tree. Or maybe if you have gender equality set to like player, who if you marry off a member of your family, they will always, their dynasty name will always be the more powerful one. That would be interesting. It would be very easy, but yeah, anyway, so we're just going to marry her off to... We're not going to marry... We're just going to marry her to the King of Middle Francia. Congrats. And my eldest daughter is married off to my brother. Okay, so let's let the game progress. We have about 10 or so minutes left. My brother is feeling much better. Good. He needs to get married off. He can marry Abkhazia. So where is Abkhazia? It is part of the Byzantines. Yes, where is this? It's over here. So it's right next to Khazaria. I was thinking it must have been in Khazaria with the name it has. So, Embravacho... yeah, I'll show some sympathy. We gain some prestige. Good. We have a new heir. So my son just died. Died of poor health, age 28. Just after his father became immortal. Good. So, Pickland, how are you doing? Because you're of my dynasty, are you not? No, you're not. But your son is. So if we could kill you, which we are not trying to do currently, or it may be an idea to do in the near future. Actually, let's get on that. Let's try and kill her. What's this war for? Against the tyranny of her. That would force her to abdicate. So maybe we should opt to join the war on this side if we can. Overthrow ruler. What happens? If we win the war, Uin gets a strong claim. What happens though? So she's Uin. Would it force the abdication? Yes, it would. To the son. But do we want a 9-year-old of our dynasty on the throne? That's not something we entirely want, I don't think. So we'll hold off for a while. We get a claim on Kildara. It would cost more money than we have. Why is everything so expensive? Like 500 gold for a county. We don't have anywhere near that much money. We can't make that much money either. We make 6 gold a month. It's because we spend so much money reinforcing our retinue, which is still reinforcing very slowly. Am I going to get this claim? Or should I start heading over to India? That may be a better idea. Yeah, we're going to go to India. I'm crazy, I know. Oh, we can't, it's out of diplomatic range. The furthest we can go is part of these guys. And if we went here, we wouldn't be able to holy war across that. So, where can you be moved to? You can't go this far, you could go there. That doesn't really help. Could go down here, and then we could holy war these guys, because these guys are Shia. Are you independent, or are you under someone? Let's actually get rid of this. You are directly under this guy, who's directly under the Caliph, who's here somewhere. Where is the Caliph? Up here? It's there. Right, so this is the Shia Caliphate. They own all of this land on this Arabian Peninsula. It looks like I'm going to have to holy war the big Muslim blob over here. And if I'm going to do that, I may as well start with the Quadrids. So yes, you can stay up here in Ireland. We will go for Ormond. We may as well just go for Ossory. Spend all of our money on it. And then we'll move you as soon as possible to down here. My throat's really starting to hurt. Those events really take it out of you, having to read them out. Usurpation of a title, that's fine. Instantly another claim. We really can't afford it. My commander has just been murdered. Well, killed at least on the battlefield. We don't need a new commander though, quite interestingly enough. A son was born, so a grandson to my son here. Princess of Burgundy's son as well. Okay. My beloved wife is constantly bored and keeps talking about new fashion. You can gain charitable. I believe we're not already charitable. We have 2 of the other ones. We can gain the trait zealous, both of us. That's a good trait. Or we can gain greedy. Charitable does give more diplomacy, which gives more vassal. Let's do that. 2 more vassal limit because of that. Why are the claims coming thick and fast now? Hopefully my son can recover from cancer. And good luck with that. In these days especially. Wait, what? No, he hasn't recovered of it. Talk some sense into him. Peculiar tradition. Sure. We'll have money to spend now. The price of decadence. The Quatalanid Empire has been overthrown. Wow. Look what just happened. It would have been perfect timing to declare war. Okay, so we need you to go as far as possible. Why can you not be placed here? Why can I not place him over there? Fine, go here. Claim their capital. My prisoner has become 2nd level stewardship, a thrifty clerk. That's what we need to do. Wow, I really am getting a bad throat. This kinswoman needs an education. So she's fussy, haughty and timid. Let's get her a church education. The foul smells of civilization have made me sick, so we're going to take daily walks into the wilderness. We have a fever. Hopefully we won't die. I'm going to have to end this episode soon, guys. We have gained gout. It's not great. Let's just do a known one. +2 health. Good. I mean, we're not likely to die. We have immortal, which I actually upgraded to a +100 health rather than +10. Because I've seen immortal characters die because they get like multiple diseases stacked up. It's like, you're not really immortal, are you? I understand like losing in battle or something. Because that's like the whole vampire thing. If you chop their heads off and they die, even though they're immortal. So we can gain an extra holding slot in Lombardy. This is the 2nd time I think I've seen this event, this playthrough. We don't really need it, and we need the money more. Because we already have a holding slot there. It's not being used. The Pope has died. We have a new Pope. Troublesome peasants. We gain the cruel trait, or just he can lose some prestige. A new tithe, good. And I think this is where the Pope died again. It's the year of the 3 popes. I think this is where we're going to end today's episodes, guys. If you've enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, hit subscribe as well. If you haven't, tell me down in the comments below why you didn't. It's been a bit of a stop-start episode, what with the package coming, my coughing, developing throughout the episode. So, sorry for that, guys, but if you've enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, hit subscribe as well. From me, Corvus, thank you guys so much for watching, and goodbye.